Hello Gator artists, today I'm going to show you how to make an alligator using just a few supplies but keeping it very interesting even with those limited choices. We're going to make an alligator using some neon paper and some neon crayons. If you're working on this at home, you can use whichever supplies you have available. It looks great even when you're using just regular crayons or markers. The whole goal is to see how many different ways you can use your crayons in one picture. So if you were using your regular crayons, it might look like this. I only used 6, maybe 7. Let's count. I've got 2 different colors of green, purple, and 3 different colors of blue. So I only used 6 colors to color this whole picture. With my neon colors, I have 8 different colors. So I have 8 different colors in this whole paper. For our supplies, you're going to need paper. It can be colored or white. That's up to you. You're going to need a black marker and some kind of crayon. I'm going to start by showing you how to draw the alligator. It's a simple alligator, and I've drawn it before for many different types of projects, so you'll see it in some other videos too. We're going to start by drawing in the middle of our page the body of our gator. It's going to go up, across, and down. Leave this bottom part open. Then, when you come across the bottom, you're going to add bumps for the legs. So you're going to come in, make a bump, go across, make a bump, and then close your shape. So that it almost looks like some bridges or tunnels going underneath. To finish the legs, you draw down a little, and then put a zigzag. You draw down a little and then put a zigzag to give your alligator a nice foot. For the tail, you're going to come from the body out in a nice big point. For the head, we're going to start with the eye. You want to make sure your eye is not too small. Make sure it's not too small. So over here we're going to draw a nice big circle. And you can go ahead and put the smaller circle and color it in inside. For your gator's mouth, you're going to go out like you're going towards the corner of the page, straight down a little bit, and then bring that shape all the way back to the middle of our alligator's body. You'll do the same thing to make the bottom of the mouth, but this time you want to point it down. And come back at the corner. On the top of the nose, you can put 1, 2 little bumps. Now when you make his teeth, be very careful not to make little bitty teeny tiny teeth. You want to make the teeth nice and big so that they'll be easier for you to color around. And you don't need his teeth to come all the way back into the center of his mouth either. If his teeth came too far back, when he would close his mouth, they would bang and clang together and it would hurt. So make his nice big teeth up at the front. Then, just like you did for the teeth, go down the back, making nice big spikes. And remember, this is a video. If I'm going too fast, you can always pause or rewind to see what you need to do again. I'm going to draw a line down his tail to give it a little bit of space. So I have 2 sections there. And then you want to add 2 lines in here in the body. They can be vertical or horizontal or even diagonal. It's up to you. I'm going to do vertical lines this time. 1, 2. That's it for my marker, so I can put the top on my marker. For this drawing, I'm going to be using the neon crayons. My neon crayons are only 8 in a box. And I have very limited color choices. I have 1 blue, 1 green, 3 oranges, 2 pinks, and a yellow. So I'm using this colored paper to add a little extra pop of color to my gator. That way I don't have to color anything all the way in. I can leave some of my green showing through. If you're using white paper, you could leave some of the white showing through too. I'm going to start by making my gator have some orange on him. One way that you can color with your crayons, but make variety, is by changing how hard you press on the paper. With my orange here, if I color lightly, the color looks like this. It's kind of hard to see, but it's there. But then, with the same crayon, I can press down harder, and my color is going to show up darker, which is a different value. And it's going to show as if I have stripes on this gator's head. By changing how hard I press with the crayon, even though I'm only using 1 crayon, it makes it look like 2 different colors. I could also change up how I color by making patterns with my colors. So I did stripes up here. I could do different stripes down here. I could do skinny stripes that are all in a row right next to each other. To fill in this spot. And I don't have to stick with just one color in my gator. I could use others. I think this gator is going to be pink and orange. So I can come in here and I could do some pink spots. And then I can use my orange to fill in the space around it. I could color some sections just one color. Then I can use that same color in a different place, but press down harder so that it looks darker, like a different shade. I want you to take your time, fill in your gator with all different sorts of patterns and colors and designs. When you're finished with your gator, then you need to do the background. A good way to start the background is to take a color and make yourself a section. Once I've sectioned off an area, then I can decide if I want to color it all the way in or if I want to just make a pattern. I'm going to make a pattern in this one. There's lots of different ways to use your crayons when you have just a few colors to make your page look bright and vibrant. I'm going to switch back to my finished samples so I can show you some of the other things I did. On my neon gator, I scribbled with the green. Then I went on top of it and I scribbled with a pink. In these sections, I scribbled with a blue, and then scribbled with a yellow. So my whole gator looks bumpy and rough. Then I used my other shades of pink and orange just to do patterns in my background. On this one, because I had colors that were a little bit brighter, I made a little bubble all the way around my gator. So my bright green gator stands out in the middle and then has this nice abstract background. I like to repeat my designs and patterns a little bit, so I did stripes in different forms. I did stripes with loops. I did zigzag stripes. I did solid stripes. And I even did stripes made out of stripes down here. There's so many different ways you can use your crayons. I can't wait to see what you create. Make sure to take a picture and send it to me on Canvas when you're done. Have a great Gator day.